Hello for Holy Family Sunday. Just chose the gospel reading, which is Luke 2, verses 22 to 40. And the theme of it is, who said it would be easy? Who said life would be easy? Well, I think we just read in the gospel, as far as things aren't easy. This is the same gospel that was read this past Friday on the feast day of St. Thomas Becket, the Bishop of England who was murdered at the altar in 1170. He died because of the principles of Christ and truth. Who said it would be easy? The same gospel, Simeon talks to Mary and brags about how great this child will be. But Simeon says to Mary, "You yourself a sword will pierce." Mary went through many troubling times in her life, even found in the scriptures. Who said life would be easy? In the church, we have developed a novena to the 7 sorrows of the Blessed Virgin Mary. I don't know if you know about that. Deals with the flight into Egypt and taking Christ down from the cross, watching him die. 7 sorrows of Mary. Here, Mary was the perfect one, the Immaculate Conception, the most privileged, and wasn't it wonderful? But in her life, who said it would be easy? We celebrate Family Sunday, Holy Family Sunday, and there's big families and little families, like nations, the family of our nation, or the family of a marriage. Marriage isn't easy. Well, I don't know. I'm not married, but they tell me it certainly isn't easy. I think in the United States, it's a little bit above 51% of marriages wind up in divorce. Who says marriage is easy? Let alone all those children with one parent or guardian. Who says it's easy to be a child in a marriage of divorce? In the early church, right after Christ was born, this week we celebrated the feast day of the Holy Innocents, where Herod killed all of those young children, babies, 2 years male, 2 years and younger, to try to kill off Christ. Not only was it not easy for these little ones, but how much suffering did these mothers endure with the death of their 2-year-old male child? Who said it was easy? This week, the day after Christmas, we celebrated the first martyr in the church, St. Stephen. He preached the message of Jesus, and there Saul was with the people who were angry with Stephen, stoning him to death. Our first martyr in the church. And in the early church, how many persecutions were there from the Roman emperors? To be a Christian then, and even in the world today, as we know, who says it's easy? For how many years now have the Palestinians and the Jews tried to learn to live together and have 2 nations in one area, geographical location in the Holy Land, in the city of Jerusalem, the city of peace? I'm going to go and change it. And who says that is easy? It isn't. Even in the family of nations in the world today, to try to have some semblance of peace and non-nuclear warfare. Who says that's easy? China and Russia and the United States and Iran. Who says that's easy to pull off? So it's interesting. Just in yesterday and today, we learn of uprisings and demonstrations for the common person in Iran who are squeezed because of these problems. Seem to me like sometimes we put most of our money in warfare and weapons and nuclear weapons. Who says that's easy? Today we celebrate the feast day of the Holy Family, that early nugget of family life, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. But we all have grown up in a small community called family. Your father, your mother, your brothers and sisters and relatives. Well, it isn't easy, whether it's the big ones, the big families, or the small ones, the little nuclear family, husband and wife, one male, one female. None of it is easy. I think that's why we really need divine help. We need God to help us. We need Christ to help us, not just his modeling or his example in the Holy Family, but his divine help too. So family life, oh, it can be lovely where there is a loving, good relationship. Oh, it can be wonderful when we truly forgive one another. Family life, the best of family life is love. And once again, just as St. Paul says, there's faith, there's hope, and there's charity or divine love. And Paul says, and the best of these are love. I hope you give thanks to God if you wound up growing up or being in a good, holy family. It's one of the best blessings that you could ever have in this life. Have a happy, holy family Sunday. Have a good day.